online backup system around. We don't cap our uploads, so most of our competitors cap uploads at 300 kilobits per second. So I don't know what sort of environment that person who wrote that review is using, but a lot of our partners transfer at 30 or 40 megabits to our cloud. If you don't believe me, call in, talk to John Wagner, and do an evaluation. Get a good demo account and try it out. So yeah. We're very proud of the speed of our product, particularly on throughput. We've got a gigabit of connection coming into our primary grids, and customers can upload it. They don't get throttled until 20 megabits. Okay, some other questions here. Paul Malthrop says, so can I build your interface in my website that will allow me to have people sign up right from my webpage? Absolutely, Paul. Ask our consultants about the billing API. William Krause, do you agree not to compete with me when I assign my customers to your system if I discontinue? No. If you aren't in business with us, then you're not in business with us. So if you're a partner of ours, awesome. But if you're a partner of Mosey's, then we're coming after you. So, yeah, we are very much about getting people into the SOS partnership program with the best technology and the best sales and marketing support, and giving you a great online backup business as part of the SOS partner family. Gideon Dave Newell says, is the PRC material print only or any web content I publish to my site? Oh, it's mainly digital, Gideon. There's PDFs and websites and HTML and yeah, all sorts of digital artifacts that you can leverage. John Marnie asks a really good question. So why would a client choose me over going to you directly? Great question, John. Firstly, price. You're going to be able to give them a better price. Secondly, service. We're not in the business of going on site, giving them that full environment vulnerability analysis I talked about earlier, writing them the disaster recovery plan, providing them with that full service. We're just not geared up to do it. We don't have an outside sales force. We don't have people. Like here in the States, we've got people in Texas and in Los Angeles. That's it. So it's that service element that they're just going to get a far better service from you than they are from us. Okay. Bill Blunden, good presentation. I think I'm sold. Thank you, and that's terrific, respectively, Bill. Do you support Android, from Andrew Vasquez? Not Android backup, but on Android you can share, recover, stream, access. Okay, got a bunch of people saying they're calling in. Don Gonzalez says, SOS, why is SOS not on the 2010 top 10 reviews this year? Which website are you talking about, Don? If you're talking about the one I think you are, it's a pay-to-play site that you pay money to get put on the review, and we don't do that. We've been PC Magazine Editor's Choice Award winner for 5 years running, which nearly nobody ever achieves. We get plenty of awards, including a Laptop Magazine Editor's Choice. We don't pay websites to be listed in their rankings. We get solicited all the time by companies who want to put us in their rankings if we'll pay an insertion order, but we generally don't do that. And then the other reason is because we focus on partners. So, our business is focusing on working with you, our partners, and we've got 1,000 partners around the world. We're much more interested in what you think about our technology than we are what some small little website thinks about it. Okay. Bob McConnell says, is this recorded so I can review with my marketing manager? Absolutely, Bob. You'll get an email within 24 hours on that. So William Krause says a client has 600 gigs. William, that's an excellent opportunity. You can sell online backup to that client for $5,000 or $6,000 a year easily. William Krause says only one changes daily. Well, it's still the most appropriate recommendation you can make to that customer is that online backup affords him the greatest quality of backup service, that irrespective of his change set on a daily basis, that data should be backed up and securely to the cloud and should be off-site, so that he should use William Krause online backup to protect that data. Okay, Tim Wheeler, where is your Texas presence? We've got data centers there, and we've also got a sales rep starting up there soon in Austin. We've got data centers all over the place, but we don't usually give out details of where. All right, where else? Andrew Vasquez, I haven't heard back about online electronic health records. I'm sorry, Andrew. Yes, it depends upon the system you're using, but generally we can interop with nearly any system. It's HIPAA compliant. That's the most important thing. Most online backup solutions out there are not HIPAA compliant because they don't have private key encryption, they don't have unlimited versioning, they don't have archiving. So it's HIPAA compliant, so you can back up HPI, health protected information. Oh, sorry, EPHI, Electronic Protected Health Information, from most EMR systems. Jay Madron says, can you tell me if there are existing partners near me that I might be competing with? Sure, Jay. Yeah, I mean, you could talk to our partner specialists about that. John Marnie, I called the number. What option do you choose for the Kindle? Great presentation. Number 2, to talk to our partner specialist, John. Bill Blunden says, several clients are going to say, I have a hard time trusting my data to the cloud as a selling point because it is my reputation. Can we visit a data center so we can say, I have seen the place and it's like Fort Knox? Bill, I'm sure we could organize that. We've done that with some really big partners in the past. But one of the things we want to do is we want to put up a video tour of the data centers, I think, which would expedite that sort of thing much better, because then you could show your customers the security, on the video. Okay, all right. Bjorn Campbell says, great job, totally sold, I'm going to talk to James. Well, everybody else on the line, why aren't you saying the same thing? We've got 46 people left. I really do want to know what is to stop you from $250 a month. You make one customer, you'll be making $300 or $400 a month, so you're nearly immediately profitable on this. What I want to understand as CEO is what I can do to make this easier to get into the market so that you can succeed and start making money from online backup. Okay, Dennis Solis says, regarding personal branding, why would we want to brand product when the value appears to be SOS strengths? Well, you can co-brand, Dennis, but so to quote Bill Blunden, as a selling point, it's my reputation, right? It's your relationship with your customers, so that you are often you've often got a relationships there that you're leveraging for your sales process, and this is an extension of that, so we continue to help you build your brand. But if you want to sell it as SOS, you certainly can, or you can co-brand it. Okay. Okay, Gary Folks says, I'm going to sign up, and I have immediate needs. I currently offer 100% managed services and white label other offers. This is a no-brainer for my model. Excellent, Gary. Yeah, it really is a no-brainer. So I really want to encourage everybody on the line today to call in and to sign up. It's such an easy way to start. And look, there are bigger packages for those of you who need more than 250 gigabytes of data. I actually recommend you buy a terabyte. You get a tremendous deal as you buy more from us. So depending on where you're at, we get a lot of people who just want to try it out and start small and then grow. We get some other people who want to come in and go big on day one. Okay, what size company sales volume do you see as, the question's been clipped. What size company do you see as the starter company? What those companies' sales volume do you see as the starter company? Well, 0 sales volume would be a real startup, Dennis. I don't really understand the question. Look, we deal with lots of startups. We deal with lots of one-man shops who quit their job and they've started a small IT firm, and they actually will offer online backup as their very first service because it's such a unique and competitive offering. So it's really hard to compete when you're starting up a small IT services shop with incumbents in your area. But if you've got a unique product, then that's a killer way to break into that market. So we've got a lot of people who use us as their very first managed services offering. Greg Coffey says, are you a publicly owned company, stock symbol? We're a private company, Greg, so no stock symbol. Okay. All right, we're running low on questions. Have you got any other questions? Clarification on the earlier question. Sorry, what size sale volume would the consumer company be in order to afford the SOS product? Well, look, a starter package is $250 a month. So, I mean, that's a phone bill or a cable bill, right? So it's a pretty trivial expense to get into a brand new business with extremely differential product, which allows you to make 80% gross margin. So, like I said, we've got a lot of startups who've used us as their very first service offering. So I would consider any business a potential partner of ours. What are some of the problems that you incurred during the backup? How were they resolved? Were they still under review? Jason, not sure what we can give you more details. I can speak in more details, but generally there's all sorts of problems that happen during backup. So customer's got a slow PC, that can be a problem. If a customer doesn't have much hard disk space for temporary usage, that can be a problem. Biggest problem you have is customers have really slow internet connections. In America still, the norm is for connections not to be symmetrical. So you can have a 5 megabit downlink on DSL, but only a 500 kilobit uplink, and that's difficult to run online backup over, in which case our PMU technology becomes pretty important. But there's all sorts of problems that can occur with any computer process, which is why Pulse is so important, because with Pulse you've got real-time access into that information, and Pulse is constantly monitoring and diagnosing any problems that occur and reporting back to you, and in some cases even solving the problems for you. So yeah, that's why Pulse is so important. What's the process for upgrading plans to accommodate growth? DB, we just move you through the plan structure. DB. John Marnie says, an issue, do you back up to a flash or hard drive, then upload? Yep, you can do exactly that, John. That's PMU I keep talking about, physical media upload. Alrighty. Well, look, thank you, folks, for your time today. We've still got a really good audience, even at the end, so hopefully we did something right. Look, please call in. Again, that Kindle promotion code is Kilo Delta X-Ray 78192, and get started with our Easy Start program. It's you know, it is self-explanatory in its name. It's designed to get you into the market rapidly and quickly, and get you successful. So we just had another couple of questions come in. I'm going to stick around for a few more minutes and answer questions, but otherwise, please go and talk to our partner specialists and join the program. So just answering these last questions here. So if you've got any questions, then please type them. We'll wrap up in another couple of minutes. Question here. Let me try my question again. I live in an area that's been affected by a recession. How do I justify to my clients $250 for backing up their data? Well, that's pretty easy. There's never been a time when backing up your data is more important, because if you have a problem with your data now, that's it. You're out of business. So once upon a time in a good market, if you lost your data, perhaps there's an opportunity to recover. But right now in these economic climates, there's absolutely zero room for error. So if your customer can't spend $250 to back up their data, they're not taking their business seriously. This is insurance for your business. They've all got car insurance, and they're probably spending $200 on their car insurance every month. If they can't spend $250 insuring their data, then they probably shouldn't be in the business they're in. And you can quote me on that. Any other questions? Okay, we've got lots of people saying they're going to try it out. That's terrific. Call in today. Again, the Easy Start 250 program. Ask about that, but I think the easiest way to see the success you can have is just to try it. And we'd love to have you in the SOS partner family. Joined here by Damon Morris, our Head of Partner Account Management. So any existing partners on the line, if you've got questions about Pulse, please call Damon on 310. Oh, sorry, the 877-896-3611, extension 204 for existing partners. Terrific. And again, for existing partners, we're running a far more detailed drill down into Pulse at 11 o'clock tomorrow.